So I was going to demonstrate the whole 5 color thing, and ideally I'd use one of these as an example, but currently I think I ended up destroying the one I made because I didn't like it. I don't know, but I decided this one would be the second best. I've made some as gifts, but this, I figured it'd be easier to explain it with, because all the colors are separate, and it's not like this where it's kind of hard to distinguish the individual units, even though I know this is a unit, this is a unit, this is a unit, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's universally this works with this is consistent with all 30 unit modules. So you do 5 colors and 6 of each color. And so what you do first, you have your ring of 5, so here. And then once you have the ring of 5, you're like, oh no, now what possibly do I do next? So the unit, so it's 5, so there's not so the unit basically across from it. So we're in between these two, so right here, I'm just going to explain with the white. Actually, no, I'll explain it with the blue, because that's... Yeah, blue is good. So the unit across from it, you put in there. So you have the 5, and then you just put it here. And then you might be... Maybe I'll have to destroy it. No, I'm not going to. So after you have these 5, then you do the same thing. Here, unit across. Here, the unit across. Here, unit across. Unit across. And then once you have that, gosh, that's broken right there, but you'll be like, oh no, and I have that. What do I go off of then? Well, it's always universal, this part here, but when you're assembling it, sometimes it's not always that obvious. So, then I'm just going to now, let's look at this triangle again, focusing on where the blue units are. So pretend this is our first ring, and we got all the units here. And the next ones that across, so we have our second kind of ring. So now we have 10 units there. What we do, so now it's if you don't know where to go from there, then you take, it should be, you'd know, since you say we don't pretend this blue unit doesn't exist yet, so you have this, then the unit across from it, and then we have the pink. Then you notice we have this little triangle here, and then there's a blue connected to each part of the triangle, not in the triangle. So you wouldn't want this part to be blue, but connecting to it. So since we know we have 2 sides of the triangle that have that one color, right here is blue, then we know that blue would need to go here. It's the exact same way. I always use it to figure out. I remember I was making another dodecahedron when I showed you, but this is a different dodecahedron that I made over a year ago. And it's the same thing, except let's look at the green, because that stands out. So again, we have these 3, but then the green always connecting to it, but not in the triangle. And then again, no different with here. Let's look at the yellow, not in the triangle, but always connected. And then it's always kind of obvious when to put a color. If it's you already have the other 4 colors, then it's well, no duh, the 5th color goes there. I think I've rambled on long enough, and I hope this is useful. If you have any questions, just ask me.